Welcome back, guys. Doing something a little bit different today. Christy and I are currently in Japan and we're doing a little walkthrough in Osaka and trying to find weird and wonderful sus little cars that they have here. Haven't seen that many amazing things, but just different stuff that we don't get at home, so I thought I'd just do a little video and have a look at these bollards. Very cute, very Japanese. So let's try and sneak into this car park and have a look. So you can't get into this car park, but there is a little, I think they're a Daihatsu coupe, and I think they're pretty old. I think they're about like early 2000s, but they're tiny, they're pretty cool. And there's an El Grande over there and an MR2, but we can't get in there. But this bit's open, so let's just walk up here and have a look. Oh, there's nothing that amazing up here, but there is something that I wanted to show everybody, which I've been seeing around a lot, which is this car here. But first I'll have to show you this car. So the Toyota Hiace. I love a Hiace. I reckon they're grass, campers, so good. These things are everywhere. And actually the funny thing about the Hiace in Japan, they actually come out in four-wheel drive as well, and then much different trim options. Like at home they're pretty much only a delivery van, but here you can get seating and all sorts of different bits, leather, everything. Whereas at home they're more just like a moving shit van. But what you see everywhere, which they look the same, is this Nissan van, which is pretty much like a Hiace off Temu. Just have a look at it. Looks pretty well similar, but it is actually a Nissan Caravan. Like if at first glance, yeah, they do look very similar. But let's see if we can find some cool cars. But I don't think Hiaces are cool, but let's go. So they got all these tiny little key cars, I think they're called. I'm kind of just making this up, but I think they have to be under 1 litre size engines. Something to do with rego. And there's Christy.
Doing great, sweetie.
But have a look at them, they're just tiny. Well, you compare that to like a normal size, that's a bit bigger than a RAV4, that thing. It's pretty small. They love all these little shit heaps. Obviously we got them at home. Yaris's, Mercs. See this? A lot of left-hand drive. I've noticed a lot of the Mercs are left-hand drive, which is a little bit weird to me, because I see a lot of right-hand drive ones and then a lot of left-hand drive ones. That one's left-hand drive. Have a look at this. Have a look at this little beast. This thing is tough as. That is mad. So that is full off-road spec. It's got little Maxxis mudders on there. They're probably like off a wheelbarrow or something. I wonder if it's four-wheel drive. Oh, it is, it's all-wheel drive. Oh, it's at least front-wheel drive, sorry. Even look at this little mini Mitsubishi. This little racer. Looks fast, little Evo spec. EK Active. It must only be a 4-seater for sure. Couldn't get my fat ass in there.
Wait, we gotta jump that fence. We gotta get in there, there's some cool cars in there.
Is there?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what cool is, but they're just different.
Oh yeah, there's a little, there's an MR2. Let's find a way around. I'm on the hunt for some more weird cars again. The other day wasn't very fruitful, so I'm out and about again. It's real early in the morning. The girls are still asleep, so it's like 6 o'clock. So I thought I'll get out and have a look for some cool cars. I've got this thing. It's a Toyota of some description. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's been sitting here for about 4 days, and the bonnet's popped. I don't know if there's something wrong with it or what, but it's kind of like a Camry-looking thing. But I've got a feeling it's rear-wheel drive. I mean, it's a pretty cool looking car. And how are the Jap plates? They're so cool. I'm getting the vibe that this is like a Japanese VT. That's a pretty cool car. There's a mad Land Cruiser and it's full JDM, like mirrors on the front and everything, in this parking lot over here, but it's locked, so I'll go for a bit of a squirt and hopefully it opens up and we can have a sauce. Looks full japped out. But let's see if we can find any cool cars. So I've just hit up the vendos. Have a look at this, there's some sus stuff going on in these things. Like you can get like a can of hot corn, like all the red ones are hot. So you can get a hot coffee or cold coffee. But this is hot corn, like a cup of corn, and this one's like beans. I froth the beans over here. But I think I'm gonna get this little, I don't know, might give the gold a go, I haven't had a crack at that. So it's like $1.40. $1.40. There it is. Hot and ready to try. That's naughty. To be honest, I'm rating the hot coffee in a can. I think Australia should get around it in vendos on the street and make them $1.40. The Boss coffees at home are like sometimes pay $7, $1 here. It's a fucking bargain. We'll see, we got something here in the car park. Can I get in? See this gate. This is a Mustang GT convertible. This thing's full barn find spec. Left hook again, which I was expecting. This thing looks like it's been sitting here for a while. Look at all the shit under the wheels, so that hasn't moved for ages. It's missing a few odds and ends in there. But that's not that old, I don't reckon. Hard to say, but it's probably like 10, 15 years old maybe. Compared to that little, I think it's called a Nissan Chode, this one. So this is just a parking lot literally under a freeway. See, here is another Merc, which is quite a beautiful car actually, with the red roof. But this is right hook, right hand drive. So I'm assuming this is maybe factory delivered in Japan. So if anybody knows as to why there is left hook and right hook Merc, mostly Mercs I've noticed, but I'm sure there's other American cars or wherever they're coming from, hit us up in the comments, because it's a bit weird to think they're getting sold here, right hand drive, but then there's left hands getting imported. But if you know, let us know. We got here, I'm 90% sure this is what we would call a Jimny at home, or an older Jimny. Yeah, oh, it's a Jimny here as well. But just everything's a bit higher spec. Like they're all just a little bit better than the ones we get. Maybe it's like a new Maxima, I'm guessing. Fiat. Oh, I think this might be a car yard actually. Golf. Porsche. Oh, look at that. That's actually, it's quite nice, that one. Left hook again. Left hook Farouk. Old Toyota. Look at the chromes on that. They're bloody sparkling. Got Lotus. Fiat Racer. There's actually two Lotuses. Another Lotus down here. These are right hook. Man, that is naughty. That Porsche. Combi. Got the grouse seat covers. Got the Combi here. Got an old Mercs. Had a big whoopsie in the door here. Thing's knackered. Got Polo GDI. Look at that, that's a pretty cool little thing. You don't really see many of them. What is this? Alpine LA. Weird and different looking thing. Trying not to touch these cars. Another left hooker. V6 turbo. Alpine. I know it's called something different, or I haven't really seen one of them before. Then we've got a couple of other Fiats and a minivan. That's Apollo GT as well. But this thing, it's grouse. Just found this Z car, which we get these at home anyway, but I thought, come have a look. Fair Lady Z, which I think at home they're like a 350Z, they're called. My uncle's actually got a convertible one, manual. Oops. Is this a Crown? Oop. Yep. Toyota Crown. Athlete. How's the chromes on it? It's sparkling. That thing's sitting pretty low or something. It might have like airbags or something. Factory, no doubt. Got another Crown. This one is a Majesta. Actually quite a big car, the Crowns. Alright, so I'm literally just in this little side street. Got this naughty little Suzuki. Like, look at their parking lot. That's just fitting in where they can. There's a little, I'm pretty sure it's a key car. But it's got a little scoop on it, a little hot rod. Come here. Got Prius. Evo, look at that big cooler on it. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's an Evo or not, but yeah, it is. It's four-wheel drive. It looks like it's been sitting here a while itself. Dankies. Wheels. Recaros. Fuck, a big old wang off the back there. Good for wanging. So, four-wheel drive. So the Evos are all four-wheel drive. But if you know what an Evo is, and you're watching this, you probably already know more about Evos than me. But that is a pretty cool car nonetheless. Pretty cool to just be able to stumble across it sitting there knackered sitting in the car park like it's an EL Falcon. Alright, so it's pretty cool now. I found the Evo, found a few other cool cars, so I'm happy because at the start, all I was finding was those little weird cars, which they're cool, but I want to see some cool, iconic Jap stuff. So just hitting the back streets and it's becoming fruitful. So let's get deeper and see what we can find. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's butt ugly. Gaia? Is this a relation of the Staria van, maybe? Man, it's like a hybrid. It's like a minivan and a Corolla. Had a root and just popped out. Sus. Heaps of these pimp ass vans. Like they are just much like a Rolls Royce van. What's it? Alfred. I'm not sure what this brand is. That, I assume that's a Corolla, but it's got a different badge on it. Like I see Toyotas with multiple different badges. Crown. Oh, so that's a Toyota as well. See? I don't know what's going on. Here's another right hook Merc. A little Toyota van, little Toyota, I don't know, wagon, some description. Nissan, might be like a new El Grand. Lapin. Electric, I'm assuming. Here is one of the purpose-built taxis. They're very comfortable. There's the driver, trying to look at Naparini. Looks like he's been sitting there a while. Big puddle, not puddle, but big mist spot. Oh, there you go. It's a Japan taxi. Pretty cool. Alright, here is a little Swifty. It's actually a cop car, this thing. I think you'd want something a bit bigger for a cop car. Bling! That's blinged out, I think. Got more of these little cute little work vans. They'd probably go right actually in the CBD of Melbourne, like just zipping around doing little bits and pieces. Oh, I've got a 4-door Skyline 350 GT. Nice. Smells like petrol in here, but the reason I'm walking through is because I spotted this on the other side. This bad boy just chilling. That's really fun. Oh, fuck. I think it's time to sleep in the front seat. Fucking Rexy butt, that's fat. It's got priority seats. Steering wheel's been taken off, so legit there's someone in a sleep bag in the front seat. Oh, she's fucking had more hits than the Beatles, this thing. Oh, pillars rooted. But pretty cool. I wanted to find one of these because it's just got the sickest name. The Suzuki Hustler. Looks like a Jimny just with a few bits cut off and smaller. It's got the blue tip, Point and Cook racing wheels, but the Hustler. What a name, what a car. Right, so the car park across the road is open, so here is the full pimped out JDM spec Land Cruiser. Isn't that fat? I wonder if it's a V8, yeah it's a V8. It's got all the bolt-ons. So I'm not sure if all this stuff's like factory or this is like an upgrade, or like obviously the tips and the wheels and all that sort of stuff are upgrades, but and you know the stickers. But I'm pretty sure like all this bumper and all this stuff, it's all looks factory. So that is a great example of, you compare that to what the Aussie market got to the Japanese market, and that looks way cooler. Alright, so I'm back at the accommodation now, guys. So thanks for coming on a walk around Osaka to find some cool and different and quirky Japanese cars. I think I'm off to Kyoto next, so I reckon I might do another morning walk around there and see what we can find out in Kyoto. I think it is a bit more rural in Kyoto, so hopefully maybe find a bit of junk laying around. We'll see how I go, but thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be shit hot. Yeehaw!